What's good, everybody? Welcome to I Am Boo. Thanks for stepping through. Ash and Pikachu finally say goodbye. Now, I didn't know Ash and Pikachu's Pokemon adventures, ended. Looks like at least 2 years ago. And I had no idea it's come to an end. I actually can't believe it's come to an end. Now, I don't know. Have they started a new anime following a new group of protagonists? Who's Ash's replacement in the anime? Who's Pikachu's replacement? Who's his Pokemon partner? Does that Pokemon travel outside of a Pokeball? I don't know. I have no idea. I just believe that anyone trying to follow up after Ash and Pikachu, I just think the bar is too high. And listen, I stopped watching the anime shortly after Ash wrapped up his Johto journeys and then went over to the new region. I watched a little bit and then I kind of stopped watching. So I haven't really been following all those seasons. I watch segments, here and there on YouTube, some battles of like someone has favorite mons that I like, things like that. Some of the old school cats, but I can't believe it. So let's check this video out.
After almost 26 years and 1,232 episodes, Ash Ketchum's Pokemon journey has ended. It's time for the latest news. Out of Japan, the final episode of Pokemon aimed to be a Pokemon Master just aired, and it was an emotional one. Titled The Rainbow and the Pokemon Master, the episode saw Ash bid his farewell.
Was that last episode better have been like an hour and a half. You can't get everything that you need out of that in 30 minutes. Ain't no way.
Wells to Misty and Brock, and they were headed back to their respective towns. The episode wasted no time getting our tear ducts warmed up, but was sure to include classic jokes. This episode has everything. We even got an update on Team Rocket and their breakup from a couple episodes ago. With emotional goodbyes out of the way and their journey complete.
Was Jesse and James and Meowth ever fully replaced for an extended amount of time at any point in the anime and then maybe came back later? Let me know in the comment section.
Ash and Pikachu then made their way back to Pallet Town. Upon arriving, Ash and Pikachu, dirty from their adventures, would be cleaned up and enjoy a night at home for the first time in a very...
Yo, I'm pretty sure that's the outfit he wore in episode 1.
Long time. Something very telling would come the next morning. Before Ash could rush to visit Professor Oak, his mom stopped him. It was time to replace his
Mr.
dirty
Mime's
sneakers
still there.
with a new pair. But these weren't just new shoes. Look closely and you'll see the iconic green symbol from Ash's original hat on the side of the sneakers. Fun fact, for those that don't know, the symbol is actually an L to represent the Pokemon League. And the original hat is something Ash won after sending, in his words, about 1 million coupons. And fans lost it with this moment. Immediately, talk of Ash returning began. But those fans must not be subscribed to Out of Japan, because we've already covered a story confirming that Ash will, in some way, someday return. Back to the episode though. Ash would turn down the shoes for now and make his way to Professor Oak to visit the trio of Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. But Charmander was missing, setting off a massive hunt that allowed Ash to release all his Pokemon to help in the search. A clever way to give us a final look at Ash's Pokemon family. He would be rescued by Ash, but then came a surprise. It was Gary. Their time together was brief, but important. Gary would congratulate Ash on his victory and then drop a bomb, asking Ash, now after his victory, how much closer are you to being a Pokemon Master? What? Isn't Ash already a Pokemon Master? It certainly makes you wonder. It even made Ash himself have to ponder. And we can't talk about Gary without addressing the obvious parallel of Gary in the first episode, declaring he'll become a Pokemon Master. And now, almost 26 years later, asking Ash how close he is to become one. Days went by and Ash was just at home, enjoying normal life with his mom and Pokemon. He'd even meet Tracy, who now has a Venomoth.
Wow. it's cool they kept Tracy Scyther's design the same. It always had this scruffy look to it. Now I'm confused. Why the hell was Charizard missing in the first place? What's the explanation behind that? Gary, I don't know if Gary said that in a dick kind of way because, you know, they've smoothed it out, especially after Ash beat him in the Pokemon League. Charizard, like, dusted his last 3 Pokemon and having a type disadvantage against 2 of them.
We'd even see Team Rockets come together again after they realized their shared passion for capturing Pikachu would keep them united. In their latest, and for now, final attempt to capture Pikachu, they'd be stopped by Ash's Pidgeot.
Damn! Yo, Ash's Pidgeot, that episode was amazing. When it evolved.
Now, after hundreds of episodes, has decided to rejoin Ash. In case you forgot, Pidgeot left Ash to protect a flock of Pidgey in the Viridian Forest, and remains there until now. Reunited with his old friend, Ash was back to daily life, but the earlier question from Gary was still on his mind. He decided to finally speak about it with Pikachu while waiting for a storm to pass. He'd directly say that being champion is not his goal. He'd made it clear that he still wants to have adventures and meet Pokemon. To Ash, making friends with all the Pokemon in the world must be what it means to be a Pokemon master. And with that, there was a new goal.
Interpretation.
The next day, his mom would find him gone, and the old shoes left behind. Ash, with a...
See, I haven't watched this far, so those aren't the shoes I know from Ash Ketchum. Y'all know the shoes I know, them OG shoes.
symbol of the past would now set off on a new journey. And not too far behind, as always,
Team Rocket's
Rocket
logo
would lurk. The iconic words wouldn't be left out. Next time, a new beginning. But for now, after almost 26 years, 1,232 episodes, and 23 movies, Ash's story is complete. What are your thoughts on Ash's
23
final episode?
movies.
Thankfully, we're guaranteed to see him again, like My Hero Academia.
I've only seen 4 of them.
Season 7.
I've only seen 4 of the movies. 23 Pokemon movies, my lord. Yeah, I don't know where the anime goes from here. Like I said, let me know in the comment section if they've already kicked off a new adventure with somebody. And if they have, how does it compare to, you know, the Ash and Pikachu adventure? Understandably so, we have over 20 years with Ash and Pikachu. So that's the new group will have some time to cook. We'll definitely need to cook. But wow, man. So if there is going to be, or if there's already a new Pokemon adventure going on in the same universe that Ash resides in, yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll pop up in a couple years. You know, he'll be some type of red, right? There's this mysterious trainer in the deep valleys of the mountain that's training by himself, and they run into him, and it's freaking Ash, and they have a battle. You know, something crazy like that. Or hell, he might open up a gym in Pallet Town. But it seems like, based on what they said, he still wants to do more adventuring, so I don't see him, you know, sticking to Pallet Town just to be a gym leader. And battling isn't even his priority anymore, so, man, we'll see. It looks like Gary's Eevee is now an Umbreon, which is interesting. Yeah, man, that's crazy to know, man. I will never... How often... Because I know Ash shelved Charizard for a very lengthy amount of time, but pretty much after Johto. And Charizard will pop up every now and then to help Ash when he needed him. But when was the last time we actually got to see Ash's Charizard in battle? Did he pop up in the last season to fight? I don't know. Charizard is my favorite Pokemon, so especially Ash's Charizard specifically is my favorite Charizard character. So. Ah, boy. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about it. I can't believe that anime has come to an end. Coincidentally, I started rewatching it from episode 1 about a couple weeks ago. So I think the last episode I watched was him getting a Thunder Badge, Lieutenant Surge style. So, yep. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. That's all I gotta say about it. Thanks for watching.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.